paid advertising, just like any other actual asset, is literally an asset. Anything that by definition turns money into more money on a consistent basis in a stable and predictable way that also can accumulate equitable value, aka your business, is an asset, okay? When you look at something as silly when it comes to the return side of things as real estate or as equities, which I just want to openly disclose, I still invest into equities and I still invest into real estate, okay? That's like a long-term wealth play. It's a very like consistent and low return, give or take what equities we're investing into here, but I digress. The point I'm trying to make is paid advertising within a month can turn dollars into more dollars. Give me any other asset class that can do that and add literal equitable value to the business at the same time of doing so. We had a guy join into the inner circle. He was getting all of his deals organically and through referrals and word of mouth. Okay, this guy was already getting exit offers, like people literally willing to stroke him a check, not valuations that are just fucking made up, literal people coming to him and saying, I will give you $50 million for your business. Okay, now this guy said, well, if people are already offering me $50 million, he was like you literally right now watching me on YouTube. He said, wouldn't it make sense for me to add a paid acquisition channel? I could realistically get to 100 million instead of 50 million on my exit. And that's exactly what he started to do. He joins into the Inner Circle program. There's a link for that down in the description if you're ever of interest. And he joins in because he wanted to add a paid acquisition channel to his business. He wanted to add a whole nother place to generate customers. Why does a guy who already gets checks stroked to him for 50 mil say, I'm gonna gamble on creating a new acquisition channel by risking dollars to turn it into more dollars because that's gonna add a whole nother $50 million to my exit potential? Why does he do that? And why are you such a pussy in comparison where you're not willing to risk dollars to turn it into more dollars at a serious enough rate? When you look at paid advertising, okay, we're talking 30-day cash velocity cycles, okay? This is what almost every single person I've literally ever worked with gives a fuck about. They care about turning that dollar into more than a dollar within 30 days, okay? If that is the case, they can front money on their credit card, they can pay that credit card off, and they can pocket the difference. Just like a real estate deal, when I'm trying to go into a bank, refi after I've added value, get my initial cash out of pocket that I used to get the deal in the first place back into my pocket by refining it after I add value to it. In this example, I can do the same fucking thing, but I can put way more dollars in my pocket relative to the system that I've built. If I have a fast 30-day or less cash velocity cycle, meaning I can turn a dollar more than a dollar within that 30-day window, I am in a tremendous position. And from there, the only thing I must do is scale it up.